All right, por eso tengo la chuleta, because with to make and to do, I need help, I need support, I need affection, yeah, tender, loving care. And to make, in the past tense, in the future, in the past, present perfect, past perfect, conditional, the gamut, the complete spectrum of the verb to make. Okay, to make an effort. You need to make an effort when you learn English. When I was learning Spanish many years ago, I made a very strong effort. I made a strong effort. I didn't make a small effort. I made a big effort. I made a strong effort. Lo que no decimos en inglés, I made a great effort. We don't say great effort. A big effort or a strong effort. I made a big effort to learn Spanish. And I learned it, or learnt it, como dirían mis amigos británicos. I learned it because I made an effort to make, and I made a decision. I made the decision to make an effort to learn Spanish. It was an easy decision to make. I made the decision in about 1972. I made the decision to learn Spanish well. Before that, I knew some Spanish, but I hadn't made the effort. But I hadn't made the decision to make the effort. Okay. But after I made the decision to make the effort, then I made the time necessary to make the effort to learn English. And it was a good decision. I'm glad I made that decision. I'm glad I made the decision to make the effort to learn Spanish. Creo que he dicho English before. And I didn't make a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. I didn't make a mistake when I made the decision to make the effort. It wasn't a mistake. I never make mistakes. I've never made a mistake in my life. Yeah, it's true. Because it depends on your definition of the word mistake. Mistake. Fijaos, yo no digo mistake, digo mistake, como mustache. Mistake. For me, I don't make mistakes. For me, a mistake is a micro correction of your steering wheel. When you're driving the car, you make micro corrections constantly to maintain your destination. And those are mistakes in life. In life, mistakes are basically micro corrections of your steering, okay? De la dirección del coche. They're not mistakes. Mistakes are necessary. Making mistakes are necessary. To make a mistake, everybody makes mistakes. Son adoquines en el camino, al destino. Cobblestones. Every mistake is a cobblestone. In building your road to the destination you want. And that's a mistake. So I don't make mistakes. I've never made a mistake. Okay? It's a radical approach, psychological approach to the concept of mistakes. But I think it's a very valid one to take seriously into consideration. To make a living. I make a living teaching. Dos gerundios seguidos. I make a living teaching. Me gano la vida enseñando. I make a living teaching. 20 years ago, I made a living, de duda, como siempre en inglés. I made a living teaching. In 1969, 1970, I made a living working in a pizzeria. Yeah, cooking pizzas and serving pizzas. And I made a living at night. And I had a night job. I made a living boxing radiators, embalando o empaquetando radiadores de coche. Yeah, boxing radiators at night and working in a pizza parlor or a pizzeria in the early evenings. Yes, I made a living. Now, to make noise. I don't like to make noise. People make a lot of noise. In Spain, people make a lot of noise. Yeah, especially in the restaurants and the bars and the discos. They make a lot of noise. They made a lot of noise. In fact, when I came to Spain, the people made more noise than they make now. Spain is slightly quieter. And the traffic was very noisy many years ago. Now it's a little bit less. Okay, to make an appointment. Concertar una cita, una hora para una reunión is to make an appointment. I made an appointment. The past tense, make, made. Every day I make an appointment. Yesterday I made an appointment. And lately I have made os cuesta, sé que os cuesta, pero tenéis que hacer un esfuerzo por acercaros a esta pronunciación. A mí me cuesta la pronunciación en español y tengo un acento claro y notable, pero me acerco todo lo que pueda y la gente me entiende a la primera. Made. Y la fonética no es un enemigo para mí, pero bastante aliado ya, pero porque me he esforzado. I have made an effort to improve my pronunciation, and you need to make the same. Made. I've made a lot of appointments lately. I've made a lot of appointments lately, and I'll continue. I'll make appointments tomorrow, and I'll make an effort tomorrow in my job. I'll make an effort in everything. I'll make an effort to keep this class quiet because we have traffic outside. But that's normal. Gajes del oficio. Okay, because I prefer to teach English in a normal atmosphere, my office, than to find a special television set to do this job. It's more natural. I feel more natural. So I teach you without makeup, without, just normal. Okay, to make a promise. Be careful when you make promises, because normally you need to keep a promise. Don't make promises you can't keep. Have you ever made a promise that you couldn't keep? Are you going to make me a promise now? Make me a promise. Promise to make an effort to improve your English. And don't break that promise. Keep it. Don't make promises you can't keep. Okay. So I need you to make a promise, to make an effort. All right, to make an effort to learn English. Have you ever made a promise like that? Have you ever made a promise in front of me? Have you ever made a promise to make an effort? I hope so, because I want you to make a promise right now to make an effort, please. It will make me feel much better to have good students making an effort. Okay, see you later.